this is Ultimate back at it again. I thought it would be the end for me for this whole day. Apparently, IGN, Cyber. Well, apparently, IGN talking about Cyber. How deep does the character customizations go? Oh my! I think we've got to be on our Dragon Ball Z parody Zarbon on this one, guys. So let's get into it. We'll get into this crazy one. 480p, yep.
Hi everyone, I'm Rita Sanchez, and joining me is Ryan McCaffrey. Both of us have played 4 hours of Cyberpunk, which is surprisingly a lot, but also not a whole lot, considering how much we actually got to see. This game is going to be huge. But we wanted to sit down and talk about character customization, which
okay, there we go.
Maybe not as in-depth as you think, but the upgrades go really far. So just a quick note before we get started. We will be talking about genitalia, so if that is something you do not want to hear about, maybe this isn't the video for you. But if you're actually interested in all the character customization you'll get to see how it actually plays out, stick around. So, Ryan, what do you think about the character customization?
There is a lot to it. I mean, it's I actually ended up purposefully, even though I wanted to keep playing with the customization, I ended up moving on because I knew, again, you mentioned at the top, we had a hard limit of 4 hours to play this game before our access would be revoked.
I thought I was going to do talking,
so I was like, I got to get into the game world, but you just keep
have.
scrolling down, and there's just all sorts of options.
Well, you got straight reflexes?
All kinds of cosmetic stuff. You know, the usual face, hair, skin tone, etc. But then it gets into some other interesting areas as well. You can go with no genitalia. You can choose a penis, you can choose a vagina. There are multiple penis varieties.
Wow.
So yeah, however you want to represent, it's there for you. But then it goes well past that too. There really is a lot in it.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that it doesn't do more of like a slider based like a slider based thing, and it's more about preset options. So you have like options 1 through 12 for like face shapes or like for your eye shape or something. So it goes more like that rather than it does like The Sims, you're pulling and pushing your cheeks in or out.
Right.
So it's not that detailed in that way, but there are a lot of options. For instance, like you have piercings, but then you can also change the piercing color. There are so many options for your pupils. I had heart pupils, so I could do like the little anime eyes, and so there was a lot for that. Also, I think if you guys are concerned about like how you could do like as like building your character as a person, when you first jump in, I forget how it is presented, but you choose essentially like a feminine or a masculine body, and then you can change the voices between the one or two of the feminine or masculine
you can
voice
be a
option.
ma'am. Let me stop.
And then from there, you're not really limited. Again, like on your genitalia, you can choose like whatever matches for you. You can also have nipple options. At least for the female option, I don't really know how
it was there. Yeah, it was on both sides.
So both sides, you can have no nipples if you don't want them. So I guess they're kind of like pushing more into the like
robot,
pushing the limits of like how a person is built in the future, which is so much about this game, right? Like that is so much what this is, and we're about to get back to
this world,
when we
like
talk
you
about the
kind of like
upgrades.
mechanic and all.
So there were a lot of
cybernetic
options there as far as that goes. Like you, Ryan, I did not spend too much time in the character creator because I did need to like move on as much as I wanted to probably sit there, even with like just having preset options. Could have sit there for way too long.
What else?
I love playing with the Sims and like other games like that, where you just like sit and like make the perfect character, or however cute or whatever you want them to look like. So there are a lot of options there, which I think is going to be good. I'm curious to see what everyone makes with their characters, for sure.
Oh, Lord.
And that's just the character creator. You, as the leader of IGN's Wikis and Guides team, had a much bigger nightmare, which will be, in turn, a bounty of awesomeness for our audience when they get the game. You had a much bigger nightmare in store for you when you got into the game, because there are a ton of upgrades, as well as just
perks.
Weapons and clothes and gear, all kinds of stuff in there.
Techniques.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of different stats, because if you guys don't remember, Cyberpunk is an RPG. It is very truly an RPG. There's so many stats to build on. So like we already know, obviously, that you have their clothes stats. You have 5 different kinds of stats to put your points into at the very beginning that kind of influence what kind of character you are, whether they're really smart, if they're tech savvy, if they're cool, which is literally a stat.
Literally a stat.
Yeah,
I put a lot of points into 2 categories that I was very interested in. So I'm much cooler in Cyberpunk than I am in real life, obviously.
Yeah, I think it lends itself to more of like the stealth, but also critical hits. So like I really like doing critical damage. I was trying to build also like a speedier, faster moving, just run at them, hit them, take them out kind of character.
Yeah.
And so that's how you start building at the beginning. Like obviously your body points kind of lend
Dang,
to
she is
whether or not you
big.
can carry a lot of weight or like what that is. And your intellect obviously is also for how you approach technology. Like,
Is that one of
you
the
can
big
hack
bad
into
bosses?
cars and steal
That
them,
woman is
but you have to be smart enough to be
huge.
able to do that, right? So there's
Dude,
that layer
that
of points
woman
that you're
was
also setting up
huge.
when you first get into the game. However, stay with me. We're gonna keep on these points.
Yes.
When you level up, you can level up. I think you get a point toward one of those 5, but then you also get an additional point to click into one of those 5 to get specific perk upgrades for that category. So there's that
now
level
that's some
too.
shit that'll be dope.
I don't know exactly which levels give you the points because I'm not too sure if it was every level. I think I only leveled up twice.
Ricochet bullets.
I was level 6 by the time I got through.
Okay.
I know you had done so much exploration. I think
Yeah,
you
I always
level
thought
3,
whenever shooting game or ever is going to be like that sooner or later.
And
Cyberpunk did it.
Like this, you get the same number of skill
Cyberpunk did
points
it.
and
All
perk
the
points
games of all people.
each time you level up.
Cyberpunk
I think. Don't specifically quote me on that, but I believe that's how it went.
Yeah, so you'll be leveling up that as you go. But that's not all that you're upgrading. You're upgrading your body because, this is Cyberpunk,
So
right?
I can
What
be
would it
buff?
be without body mod?
Like
so
buff.
we saw in the demo that they
this.
put previously and also in the Night City.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you're going to go to
any
Pepper Docks
more-
and get those
I'm trying to
crazy
see if there's gonna
upgrades.
be
So I
any
wrote down
more,
a few of them so we could kind of keep track of them. This is not all of them that you get. Apparently, different doctors specialize in different things.
Damn,
So
dude,
the first one you
you get
visit,
expensive.
there are so many things. I liked it because it showed you a range of like the common upgrades to legendary, and that's like the scale of them. It was a little weird because it's not like they were hard to find. I guess that's just like their ranking system for as good as they are, which is I think a little bit of a weird way to label them, rather than just making them very expensive, which I think is still proves the same point. Anyway, you can upgrade. At least this is what I wrote down. I think you can do more. You can definitely do more. I didn't get to write down all of them, but they have the operating system. They have immune system upgrades. They have nervous system. Excuse me. Arms, and then you have your skeleton upgrades. You have so many things. So I'm going to tell you one of the skeleton upgrades. So there's one called Dense Marrow. That was a rare upgrade. You have to have at least 14 street cred. So you have to have something in addition to money and 12,000 credits. And then that specific upgrade, increases stamina cost of melee attacks by 20%, but increases base damage of melee weapons by 15%. So I like that there's a cost to some of these. So it's like, your stamina cost is like way higher if you're doing this, but you're hitting harder. So if you want to build for somebody who just like hits really hard, you can probably put a lot of points into like eyes and like negate that that cost increase if you can. And so like I think there's just so many pieces to play as far as like how you're building this character that are going to go in like really interesting ways. And there's no one right way to build a character either, as far as we've seen. And I think CD Projekt Red has been very explicit saying we will have a path for you depending on how you want to play. If you want to play it as like the big strong tank with the hits hard, you can do that. If you want to be a netrunner, you can do that. If you want to be like super stealth, just hacking into stuff, being really quiet, you can do that.
That's dope.
I don't feel either of us really got to see that play out super well, but also like this is the prologue.
Enemies or circumvent some danger that way. And then another one was for disabling. I believe it was for disabling all the cameras in an area as well. So you can basically just be this sort of
and I thought I was fooling myself. They should say wetware.
And the cameras go down, so you are not spotted and thus do not have to engage in combat quite as often.
Wait, let me go back real quick.
Walking through, and the doors open, what type of stuff? The cameras go down, so you are not spotted.
Damn, that shit was quick. Okay. You know what? I'll just go back.
And thus do not have to engage in combat quite as often.
Yeah. So many things that you can tweak and modify and build. I also want to give you guys a quick example of a legendary upgrade because there were a few of those that I have to see. One of those.
You got face, body, you got two jackets,
which is an immune system upgrade. You have to have 45 street cred and cost 32,000 credits. And it reduced all incoming damage by 10%. So a nice little upgrade, which was. I don't know, like reducing damage is pretty important, but
I like passive upgrades myself. I like upgrades that I don't have to do anything. It's just
this game's gonna sell well.
Yeah, there's an arms one that
about this game. This game
upgrade. It's called the projectile launch system that you have to have 45 street cred. It gives you explosive rounds.
You got to grind, bro, for that money.
More or less literally.
Just like an RPG game.
It also has a weight thing, so like you get some weight added if you get that upgrade. So I do like how that's also something
Must
to
be
keep
one of the
in
bosses
mind.
too as well.
But there's so much to Cyberpunk, we can't possibly discuss it all here.
Oh, man.
So for more on Cyberpunk, please keep with IGN.
Okay, that's it. Hey, yo, boys, hold up. Yo, I'm hyped for this, bro. I'm hyped for this. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Expecto Patronum! Let's get into it. I had to do something real quick. Roll on, let's do it. Let's go, baby.
Our
Let's
RPG
go.
might be coming next year.
Might be? Oh, no.
The long-rumored Harry Potter RPG might just see the light of day, despite
It was
the
a
ongoing
rumor.
COVID-19 pandemic, a possible sale of the game's developer, and controversial statements by creator J.K. Rowling herself. The project was first teased years ago, but never officially acknowledged by publisher WB Interactive.
Footage from the alleged game leaked back in 2018 and portrayed the game as an open-world RPG set in the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. For copyright reasons, we can't show you the footage here, but a quick search online should get you what you need. Two anonymous sources close to the project have also confirmed its existence to Bloomberg, as well as the developer Avalanche Software based in Salt Lake City. Avalanche is the same team that worked on the Disney Infinity games.
There is reportedly anxiety at the
Disney
studio,
Infinity.
however. WB parent company AT&T is supposedly looking to sell its games division, which includes Avalanche Software, along with Mortal Kombat developer NetherRealm and Batman Arkham developer Rocksteady. This potential sale may also be the reason why WB Interactive is yet to unveil the next Arkham game, rumored to be based on the Court of Owls storyline from the comics.
And then there's Harry Potter creator J.K. Rowling's controversial tweets that many view as transphobic. There's a lot to unpack with those comments, which we unfortunately do not have the time for here, but they were controversial enough that many of our Harry Potter collaborators, along with several stars of the film franchises, have spoken out against the comments. According to one person, Avalanche's management has yet to comment on that particular situation. Another source said that Rowling has, quote, very little direct involvement with the project.
In an email to Bloomberg, Felicia Grady, managing editor at the popular Harry Potter fan site MuggleNet, wrote that the latest J.K. Rowling controversy is, quote, likely to diminish some of the anticipation of the game. Based on what I've seen from fans, I do believe that Rowling's comments have had some effect on the level of excitement they have for the Harry Potter RPG or
Dude,
other
I am
upcoming
hyped for this
content.
game.
We've seen comments from fans who no longer wish to
I may be
support
quiet, but I'm
Rowling
hyped for
or
this
the
game,
brand
dude.
financially.
All of these issues have forced Warner Brothers to reevaluate its plans regarding the project. The game was supposedly going to appear at this year's E3, but obviously that didn't happen. The new plan then became to unveil the new Batman game at DC's Fandome in August, and then do a reveal for the Harry Potter game sometime later. But that was before Rowling's recent comments. The game is reportedly set for a 2021 launch.
So who knows what's happening right now? We will continue following the story as it develops.
Man.
For all of your Muggle news,
Man, if that, hey, dude. Anyways, y'all, I'm hyped, bro. I'm ready for this. I'm on my Expecto Patronum gang right now, bro. If this comes true, bro. If it comes true, bro, I'm down. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.
New York, I'm in Lyra. Hiding in my socks. Running from a up, and I shoot that up. And I'm on the block. And I'm on the block. In New York, I'm in Lyra. Hiding in my sock. Hiding in my sock. Selling every rock.